Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the start for the 9th season of the Walking Dead television series. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts on whether or not we think we will see a Walking Dead Season 10. Who's really signing the paychecks here, right? Who makes the decisions, right? And it's the golden rule, right? He who has the gold makes the rules. So... So I thought this was a good topic to continue along with our discussions of what the future of The Walking Dead is going to look like now that we've found out, or reportedly anyway, Andrew Lincoln is going to be leaving the series in Season 9. So how does the series continue on afterwards without him? We've done lots of videos discussing this one on whether or not the series should end in Season 9. And it sounds like, based on what you guys are saying, most of you, majority, probably around like 80%, I want to say, of what I'm seeing right now, maybe even higher, maybe 90%, but at least I'll say about 80% of the comments I'm seeing are that you guys would like to see the series end with Rick. So that means that if this is the last season for Rick, then you'd like to see this be the last season for The Walking Dead, for The Walking Dead Season 9. Now, in the past before, Scott Gimple has said that he's confident that the series will get to Season 10. We've had people like Chandler Riggs reportedly say that, this was one of the last few seasons of the show, with Season 8's mid-season finale and kind of his character death in that. So what does that mean for Season 10 and whether or not we're actually going to see the series get to a Season 10? I think this one is heavily interesting because, I feel like majority of the Walking Dead fan base is going to say, no, we don't think so. We don't think that the series is going to get past Season 9. If you're going to kill Rick off in Season 9, you have to end the series in Season 9, which brings in some really tricky questions because, of course, as we know, we believe, or at least I'm pretty sure, Talking Dead was renewed through to Season 10. Of course, Fear the Walking Dead has not been officially renewed yet for its 5th season, but it's likely, based on what we've seen so far and the buzz that it's gotten this year versus prior years, that it probably will get renewed again for a Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, and then maybe even a Season 6 of Fear. Now, how strange would this be if the original Walking Dead series ended in Season 9 and we did not see a Season 10, but Fear actually did continue on past that, and so we just had Fear the Walking Dead on an AMC and the original Walking Dead was over? I don't see it happening, and the thing is, it's kind of tricky, but from what I've seen over the years, this is what I think, guys. This is my opinion. Now, we're not talking storyline here. We're talking more company, and we're talking logistics with regards to AMC and their decisions on The Walking Dead. And what I've seen over the years is, it does not sound like AMC is going to want to let The Walking Dead go. They've done interviews talking about Season 15, seeing the series go to the end of the Season 20s, this kind of thing. Like, the series being going for a really, really long time. At the same time, nothing has really been made public to say that the show is in jeopardy of ending or anything of the sort. Now, we have seen the ratings come down for the series in the last, couple years. Season 7 started off huge. By the end, it was way lower. Season 8 started out okay. And by the end, it was even way lower than I think a lot of us had expected it to go down to. Season 9, we're seeing a new showrunner come in with Angela Kang. We don't know how that's going to be received by the audience here. But if, in fact, you are going to see the end of Rick in Season 9 and Rick's time in the series come to an end here and be killed off, I would think just about everybody's going to want to see that. The speculation for that would be huge, at least for the episodes when he is killed off or he leaves or whatever they do. I would think that those episodes should be some of the biggest of the series, maybe the biggest of the series. If there's one episode that could top the Season 7 double death premiere with Negan killing both Glenn and Abraham, it would be somebody killing Rick. The Whisperers, a random zombie, Rick just dying peacefully or something like this. Whatever the options are here, I would think that the end for Rick would be the biggest episode of the whole show, I would think, because that's his end. After all the seasons and everything we've seen, that would be the biggest. And I understand what you guys are saying, that it would be such a big one, or it would be so important to the series that it would mean that the series should end, is what you're looking at with that one. But I think, it's my humble opinion that I don't think that the people at AMC, really, maybe they read the Walking Dead comic book series, but I tend to think that most of the bigwigs there probably have not read the Walking Dead comic book series up to current date. There may be some really passionate ones there who do, but I'm guessing that most of them don't. And one of the reasons why is because they're saying that they want Daryl to take over after Rick. So they're basically sitting here and saying, well, okay, Rick gets killed off, Andrew Lincoln wants to leave, fine, we'll just have Daryl do it because Daryl's popular, right? And can you guys see this kind of logic going through here, right? I see a path through here to where it's like, okay, yeah, so you kill him off, all right, well, is Rick really that important? We'll just replace him with Daryl and it'll all be fine. Everybody loves Daryl, it'll be fine, right? They got posters of him, they got all this stuff, action figures of Daryl. Yeah, just replace him with Daryl. Daryl's a fan favorite and whatever, he can leave the series then. And, to someone who's never read the comic book series or doesn't know all the events coming up, or really maybe their thoughts with regards to the storyline of the series aren't that cultivated, they just kind of think like, oh, well, we'll just, so do we really need Rick? We need really kill Carl off to boost ratings or whatever, or have Negan make sense. But do we really need Rick? We'll be fine. Let's just put Daryl in. That'll fix everything, right? That's like, I don't know if that fixes everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I love Daryl and everything. He's awesome. But I don't know if you could just pop him into that role like a cog in a machine or a cog in a wheel, and just have him, just take over. Like, Rick is not easily replaceable, right? He's not somebody that you can just take him out and just pop in Daryl and you're good. Everything will be gravy. At least not from what I'm thinking as far as the fan base is concerned and what I've seen so far. But who knows? I mean, after 9 seasons of the show, maybe you do that. Maybe it reinvents the series. It gets a lot of attention back to the series, and it either kills it for good. You know what I mean? In season 10 would probably be the last season at that point, I think. Or maybe it's okay, and they continue it along afterwards for 10, 11, and then somewhere around there they start to kind of get close to kind of wrapping it up if the ratings get so low. But the thing is, if you have a series like Fear the Walking Dead and it's doing like 4 million or 3.5 or something like that, it always brings into question what the budget looks like for The Walking Dead and how much they need to get in order for the series to be profitable for them to want to continue doing it. Because what could happen is they could want to, like, let's say they want to go on longer, but all of a sudden The Walking Dead is not doing 8 million ratings per episode now. All of a sudden it's doing the same as Fear is right now. Let's say you kill Rick off, the audience is appalled, everybody leaves, and then The Walking Dead is doing like 3.5 or 4 or maybe 5 million views per episode, something like this. Like, it gets pretty low in late season 9 or season 10 because a lot of the audience has shifted off. I think you need to have the series that's been going on for so long, even if it's at a loss for half a season or a season, you need to kind of wrap it up properly. So this gets into cancellation territory. Gotham recently has been canceled, and I've done some videos giving thoughts on that one too. So when you're going to want to end a series or wrap it up, you may have to have it come back for at least half a season or a full season, even if it's not profitable for them to do so, such as the case with Gotham. Even if it's not, not that many people are watching it or buying the merch or things like that, and it doesn't make sense to do it anymore, you still probably have to come back for like half a season, like first half season 10 or all of season 10, in order to wrap up the storyline and have it have a happy ending or an ending where, it makes sense for the series to kind of end at a point. Ending a series at a cancellation, like we saw with, there's certain series that have done this, where you have a cliffhanger to a season and they end the show on that season. It just wrecks the whole show, because then you're watching it through, and for collectors and stuff, if they want to buy the DVD or Blu-ray set or whatever, it's like, oh, that series didn't have a proper ending. It just got canceled, and, they never ended it or wrapped it up or had a last episode, which gave you closure about the series actually ending. Like for The Walking Dead, some examples would be they defeat the Whisperers, all the enemies are defeated, the communities build back up, and you have everybody get together and celebrate or whatever, and you have someone narrate out the finale, final episode, and it ends on a happy note. They've, survived through all these obstacles, and the series is ending, so you narrate it out on a nice point, and you wrap up the show. That's kind of what you need, I think, if you want to protect the name of the series itself and have it go down as a great series when you're ending it. So this is specifically with regards to ending a show, to ending a series. Canceling it, like if they cancel the end of season 9, which, I really don't think they'll do, because then they'd have to basically, whatever they have written for the end of the season is probably going to go through, and then if the network decide to squash it after season 9, they decide, okay, we're not doing season 10, it's done, the show may not have a clean ending at the end of season 9. It may not have like a final kind of happy ending. What if you still had the Whisperers out there? There was a couple major character deaths. The battle was ongoing. It'd be sort of like ending the series at the end of season 7, right? When All Out War is coming up, you have a battle that's been fought. Both you have villains out there, and then you're going to end the series at that point. You see what I mean, guys? It doesn't make for a clean ending to end the show at season 9 just because Rick's gone. If you have Rick leaving and then you have other stuff written in with introducing these new villains and having this other stuff come on, and then you kibosh it, you kill it at the end of season 9 when you've just set up these new villains and somebody's either killed Rick or killed somebody, because this is The Walking Dead, somebody got to die, right? So season ends, somebody's dead, they kill Tara or somebody, I don't know. And that's not confirmed, I'm just predicting, right guys? You know that, right? So let's say they kill Tara or somebody near the end of the season. There's a bunch of heads on spikes for red shirts, and then Tara's thrown in there, and you have maybe a couple other characters thrown in there, whatever, to give it meaning or what have you. And then the group doesn't defeat the Whisperers, but then they end the series. It like ruins the whole show. It's like, oh man, The Walking Dead was so great, but the ending sucked. It was so bad, right? So they kind of have to, I think, with everything being in motion and the way things have been going all through now, and what we've heard AMC say about the series, other shows that are based on it, as much as it makes sense storyline-wise to be like, okay, Rick's going to be killed off, so then they're going to end the show after that. In terms of timing, I don't think it makes sense. So if you kill him off of the mid-season finale, what do you do for the rest of season 9? Do you have kind of a clean ending at the end of season 9 that could stand for a whole series finale ending? Because I don't think that's what they've got set up here. It just sounds to me like all the pieces are in motion, that even if he is to leave, the series will at least probably get to season 10, and then we may see the season 10 season be the final season of The Walking Dead. So that's kind of based on all the interviews I've seen so far over the years, based on everything we've heard so far and all the information we've gathered now, that even if they kill Rick off in season 9, I don't think that, even though storyline-wise it makes sense, they can logistically or in terms of business-wise and what AMC is going to want and what the bigwigs are going to say, are going to be able to wrap it up in that season. They're going to say, no, we're going to do another season. We're renewing it for 10. Whatever you do in 10, it's renewed for 10. So if he's gone in 9, it's already renewed. It's already ordered. You have to do it. Whatever you do with it, it's got to happen. So let me know what you guys think about this topic. We'll leave it at that for today. What I'm basically saying is I do think the series will get a season 10. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll decide without Rick and the fan response to this, we'll just finish it at season 9 and do some kind of additional series after that, or Fear the Walking Dead or whatever. But what I'm saying right now is, guys, I think we will see a season 10. I do not think season 9 is the end. You could say I'm in denial, but it's really based more on logic and on business and logistics rather than storyline. Again, you have to separate the two and realize that there's a lot of pieces in motion here, and you have to look at it in terms of game theory and what each agenda, what each person wants. What the company wants is going to be different from what Andrew Lincoln wants, is going to be different from what the creative team wants. And to get the true answer, you have to incorporate all these things together. Look at control and who's really who's really signing the paychecks here, right? Who makes the decisions, right? And it's the golden rule, right? He who has the gold makes the rules. So if AMC's got the gold, they make the rules. If they say they're season 10, whether or not they've read the series or they think, whatever they think, whether it's Daryl or whatever, they're going to be like, no, we're doing 10, that's it, we're doing 10, and then they're going to do. So I think we will see a 10. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, and if you like the video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and I'll put a poll question here from you guys. Do you think we will actually see a season 10? And it's not whether or not you want to. You can leave a comment below on whether or not you want to. That's a different question. But do you think we actually will? Do you think they'll actually do it? And would you want them to? And I know the answer to that is no, we don't want to see them do that. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it, and you guys can do it. You can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.